A shark dangled in the air when suddenly, a massive jaw erupted from the water below, swallowing the shark in one gulp. The crowd erupted in thunderous applause. As the viewing platform slowly descended beneath the surface, the spectators finally got a glimpse of the enormous creature's full form. It was a prehistoric beast. 20 years ago, scientists discovered dinosaur DNA preserved in amber. Using cutting-edge technology, they brought real dinosaurs back to life. 22 years later, corporate investors transformed the dinosaur breeding grounds into a massive theme park, Jurassic World. The vast array of ancient creatures drew tens of thousands of visitors daily. Initially, they bred only herbivores, but as attendance began to wane, the executives decided to create aggressive carnivores to boost ticket sales. Among these were the velociraptors trained by Chris, along with the flying pteranodons. With these additions, Jurassic World's profits soared. To pull in even bigger crowds, the executives went further, breeding the ocean's apex predator, the Mosasaurus, and the king of land predators, the Tyrannosaurus rex. But this wasn't just any T-Rex, it was a genetically modified hybrid spliced with multiple species DNA. Everyone knew this creature was dangerous, so they kept it in isolated containment. However, something went wrong during the experimental phase. Bryce, the park's operations manager, invited Chris to assess the security of the T-Rex enclosure. Since the enclosure was massive and the dinosaur typically hid in the trees, Bryce dropped in food to lure it out. But the T-Rex didn't show up for its meal. Bryce grew nervous and quickly activated thermal imaging, but still couldn't detect the creature. Chris entered the enclosure and noticed deep claw marks scoring the walls, a bad sign. Back in the control room, they activated the T-Rex's GPS tracker and discovered it hadn't escaped. It was still inside the enclosure. Then it appeared. The T-Rex had learned to hide. Among its various DNA strands was tree frog genes, originally intended to help it adapt to the island's climate variations. Instead, it gave the creature the ability to evade thermal detection. An obese security guard panicked. He threw open the gate and ran for his life without a second thought. But that single reckless move would unleash the terrifying dinosaur within.